Hey y'all, how you doing today? Dana here, and I'm cooking this. What is this? Corned beef. I know it's not any St. Patrick's holiday or anything like that today, although I normally do that on that day. But you know what? It is my son-in-law's birthday, and he loves corned beef. So when it was on sale, I bought one. And I'm going to put it in the Instapot. Really easy way to cook this in the Instapot. Or you could do crock pot. But let me tell y'all something. In my new cookbook, What's Cooking with Dana, y'all, I have got a great corned beef and cabbage recipe. And it starts with corned beef that you've already cooked. So that's what I'm doing. I also have some good cooked cabbage recipes, and Happiness is Homemade, y'all. Go get you one on Amazon. Any of these. They'll come on your device as an ebook, or they'll come as printed books. So there you go. Go check me out. For all of y'all that already have it, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Y'all make my heart happy with all those good comments and pretty recipes that you've been cooking and sending me pictures. So anyway, let's get ready to rumble and cook this corned beef. And y'all, this is a 2.81 pounds, so it's almost 3 pounds. And mine's frozen. So I tell you what happened with that. What happened with that? It was frozen this morning, and I had no plans to make it today. I was going to make it tomorrow. And then suddenly my plans changed. And things happened that I didn't know was going to happen, and they changed, and I thought I'll just make it today. But to do it, I need my Instapot because this is partially frozen. And I'm telling you what we're going to do. We're going to get, if you got your Instapot, you know it came with a trivet, or mine did. You get your trivet and you put it on the bottom because we don't want the meat sitting on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put it that way. Then we're going to put in about 2 cups of water. There you go. And y'all, if you've never cooked a corned beef before, it's so easy. And it's got the juice and everything on it. And I always rinse mine off a little bit because it is very salty. So y'all just hold on while I zip over here and rinse this off. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And also, there is a spice packet. You are going to want this spice packet. See, this is what the corned beef looks like. Here's the spice packet stuck right on it. Okay, let me rinse this off and I'll be right back with you. Here we go. And I'm putting this right in my Instapot. We're going to take this spice packet and we're going to sprinkle it in there. All right, make sure some gets on top and some gets in the liquid. Now, how easy was that? So far, we can all handle that. We got to make sure, if you haven't used it, Instapot, it's really simple. We're going to make sure we turn this arrow around where it's supposed to be, and then we're going to do 90 minutes on this because this is frozen. So we're going to do pressure, 90 minutes, and it's set. And then we're going to slow release at 20 minutes. So here we go. This is set. That means it's going. And in several hours, I'll have some really good stuff. And then I'm going to serve it with my corned beef and cabbage. I'm going to use that recipe for my cabbage. It's going to be so good. Pan of cornbread with it. It's going to be a good day. Corned beef and cabbage from Standridge Kitchen. All right, y'all, I am back. The time is up. And we're going to open this and see how wonderful this looks. So, here we go. Here you go. Now we got to check it and see if it's tender. See if it's tender. Oh, look at that. It's pulled back in on itself. Oh, yeah. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Let me see if it's fall off the bone tender. Y'all can see that it is. See how tender that is? So now I'm going to put this out on my cutting board. And here is my cutting board. And I'm going to flip that over right quick and pull this out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! There it is. Okay, now we've completed the first step of corned beef and cabbage, and that is cooking our corned beef. And now we're going to move on with the cabbage. So y'all, stay with me. Okay, y'all, I'm back and I have put some bacon in this skillet and we are cooking the bacon. This bacon is going to help our cabbage taste really, really good. So this is good. I've cooked the bacon and use how much ever bacon you want. Extra bacon. You got to have a piece or two to eat, right? I know I do. At least two for the cook. All right, the next thing we got to do in making this corned beef and cabbage, we set that aside, let it drain. We're going to get rid of all but 2 tablespoons of this. So get out your bacon drippings and let's scoop out all but 2 tablespoons. And we're going to save that for later because that is flavor, people. Do not get rid of that. Ooh, that was hot. Okay, next thing we got to do is chop up this. But first, I know that you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to add some butter. I'm going to add about a half a stick of butter and let that start melting. And then I got to cut up the cabbage. So here we go. Woo! That's going. This is going. We're going to have some good eating in very short time. There we go. And this is a small cabbage, but if I had a big one, I would have used it too. But I'm just going to get this cut up, and y'all know how to cut up cabbage. But if you don't want to cut the cabbage, you can also buy that's already cut in the store. But, this is not hard. All right. I think I'm going to get that going, and we're going to add this to it. When this butter gets melted, we're going to drop it in. Get that going. Y'all, the butter and the bacon grease is going to coat that deliciously when we get it in there. Doesn't that look yummy? And we want all that flavor on the bottom that's cooked on there from the bacon. So yes, leave it. And let's start putting some of this in here. That's going to be some mighty fine eating in just a little bit of time. All right, here we go. Just a little bit more. We're going to season it and put the lid on it. All right, y'all. I'm going to tell you the official recipe, and then I'm going to tell you some favorites that I do when it's just me and David. When it's just me and David, I'm going to put just a little bit of cayenne pepper in here. I'm going to stand back because, y'all, David and I like it spicy, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to give it a good dose of pepper, regular pepper, and a good dose of salt. But I don't want to overdo the salt because that bacon is salty. So we're going to do that. And I know y'all know this secret because I've told it to you many times. Whenever you got a vegetable, put half of a teaspoon of sugar as a seasoning, not as a sweetener. Nobody will know it's in there, but it just calms down any kind of acidic stuff and makes the flavor pop. And I learned that from a very, very renowned cook years ago. All right, y'all. I'm going to stir this around just a smidge. And then putting the lid on it. And we'll come back later and check it out. Okay. Cut. All right, y'all. This has been going about 5 minutes. Come on in and see what it's doing. See, it's cooked down a lot. And it's also giving off some juice. Now, if you look at the flip side, we're getting it caramelized and delicious. And that, my friend, is what we want. You're going to love the way this tastes. Whoever you're feeding is going to love you for making this. All right. I'm going to scrape the bottom. Put the lid back on. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right. Okay, y'all. We'll see what it looks like. The time has come. Look at this. Get in here and look at all this goodness. The good flavorings from the bacon is cooked off the bottom. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. So delicious. Okay, now this is just about done. I'm going to finish mixing up this cornbread that I've got here. And yes, it's going to be some mighty tasty stuff. Because, you know, if you got corned beef and cabbage, you might as well make some cornbread. And I've got a bunch of recipes for cornbread in all three of my cookbooks. So there's no excuse. Go get some stuff and make you some good old cornbread. Now I'm pouring this up. This will take about 10 minutes to cook. It needs a little more liquid. That's buttermilk going in. All right, y'all. We're going to put this in the oven and we're going to have a great meal in just a minute. Corned beef and cabbage with a pan of cornbread. And y'all can Google Dana Standridge cornbread and see me make the whole thing. I'm all over the place making cornbread and ugly biscuits. All right, y'all. It's going in the oven, 10 minutes. All right. Now we wait. Hey, y'all ever seen a Southern mama bring some cornbread out of the oven? Look at that. Don't you wish you were here? We're going to have some cornbread. But anyway, I'm putting this on the table, and I'm going to go ahead and plate up this beautiful meal. And look over here. We've got the corned beef here, ready to go. And we've got this beautiful bacon that we're going to crumble on top. And now it is time to make this turn into a beautiful, beautiful corned beef and cabbage platter. Look at that cabbage, y'all. It is looking so good. Let's see if I can just pour it up. Okay. Look at that. I know you wish you were here. I wish you were here too. David and I are going to enjoy this, and our son-in-law and our daughter. But right now, we're just going to make it beautiful. There. Beautiful stuff. Now, look at that. Is that not a beauty? That is a beauty. And you know, as if this is not good enough, we're going to put bacon on top. That's what we're going to do. Bacon's going right over it. I know you wish you were here. Y'all, when that corned beef goes on sale, y'all go get you one. I'm telling you, it is quite worth it. And I keep them when they go on sale. I get them and put them in the freezer. They're not only for St. Patrick's Day. You can have them all year long. This and some cornbread, and I'm going to have some really happy people in my family. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? All right. Look at that. Don't you wish you were here? We're going to eat this along with my homemade cornbread. And y'all get you some recipes. What's Cooking with Dana, y'all, or Happiness is Homemade, y'all, all on Amazon. It'll come right to your house. And I got my app coming out in a few weeks. So you can find me on the app too. Look at this gorgeous plate. Corned beef, cabbage, cornbread. What is not to love? This is so delicious. I mean, delicious. And let me tell you how I made it. Where's my recipe at? It's in my cookbook. What's Cooking with Dana, y'all? Here it is in my cookbook. And this is available on Amazon. What's Cooking with Dana, y'all? It will come right to your house. You can get print book as hardback or softback, or you can get an ebook. But you know what? I've got a surprise for you. You can also look it up on my app that's coming out really soon. What's Cooking with Dana, y'all? That's the app. And this is the homepage. You can see all the different things on it. But we're going to go look at my recipes. So here's the recipe. And we want to look up corned beef. Corned beef and cabbage. There it is. What do y'all think about that? There's the picture of it. And here we go down through here. And this is one of our favorites. And I'm going to be sure and mark it. And it is a 5. Yes, indeed. And this tells you the ingredients and also tells you the directions. And then when you get down here, you can put your notes. Like, love it. Love it. Very good. So anyway, and also if you want to put it on your shopping list, you can add the ingredients to your grocery list. Okay, so it says I've added 3 ingredients to my grocery list. So there you go. So anyway, this is the app, and we have a meal planner. Let's see. Here's the meal planner right here, where you go through here and you put all your meals in there. And then you can generate your grocery list from this, and you can shop. You can shop at Walmart. You can shop at Kroger or several of the other places listed. You can print the list, all that kind of stuff. So, y'all, this app is coming out soon. I hope you will consider looking into it. Of course, we'll give you a free option so you can look at it for free a little while and see if you want it or not. I'm doing all this to make your life and my life a lot easier. Meal planning has never been as easy as this is going to be. So I'm just going to say, the good Lord loves you and I love you too. I'm making this app for you and I'm making these delicious meals for you. Corned beef and cabbage, y'all. It's not just for St. Patrick's Day, it's for every day. All right. Love and blessings to you. Bye now.